What is up, y'all? Welcome in to Alias Revolt Masters' third week of the Gioco delle Classi, the Classes series, which is basically a strategy session, but it is class locked. Now, I do apologize. I've had a pretty bad cold for the past few days. I still have it, so if it sound weird or anything, that's the reason, but I still wanted to bring coverage to this event because it's a really sick event. In fact, I made my own plan of what my strategies would be in this session. So I'll go ahead and try to share that with y'all before we get into it. First of all, the cars being raced today are R6 Turbo, Evil Weasel, NY54, Bertha Ballin, and Pinga TC. I believe that should be all 5. There are 10 tracks, so each car will be raced twice. Let's go ahead and get a quick window capture of my notepad. Just press forward and brake. Best strategy ever. I'm right there with you. Welcome in, chatters. We got Zigzy, we got Vendetta in the house. We got Santi, we got Flapser. Bienvenidos, amigos. Welcome into Kippy as well. So basically, this is just my little notepad that I made of what I personally would have done for this week. As you can see, the track pool today is Supermarket 1, Toy World 1, Santorini, Supermarket 2, Botanical Garden, Sakura, Jailhouse Rock, The Bunker, Toys in the Hood 2, and Toy Tanic 2. Just in case you're not familiar with the cars, R6 Turbo is going to be that car that excels at acceleration. Interesting way of putting that. Very acceleration focused car. Not the best top speed. But as far as top speed goes, all these cars are actually very evenly matched. They're all within like 2 miles per hour of each other as far as top speed goes. I think Bertha Ballin and NY54 have the lowest with 35 miles per hour. Pega TC has the highest with 37 miles per hour. So some slight differences, and that did impact my choices, but pretty even cars as far as top speed goes. I'd say the biggest differences are in acceleration and in handling. Evil Weasel, infamously an understeerer. You got to work really hard to get it to turn how you want it. NY54 is just a death trap at times and very slow acceleration if you were to mess it up. So basically, what I did first was I decided what I wanted my top speed tracks to be. I ended up with Toy Tanic 2 and Sakura. So I put Panga TC on those because it has the highest top speed. And then I thought about, which tracks would be good for the Evil Weasel with the fact that it can't make super technical turns. So I ended up with Toy World 1 as well as Toys in the Hood 2 for that one. Maybe Toys in the Hood 2, a bit of a controversial pick for that one, but I felt like it doesn't have any super severe turns that you can't wallbang with. So I thought that was an alright choice. We also had NY54. I think NY54 is the weakest car here represented today. So I wanted to go somewhere where it's not going to be hurt super bad by its very, very, very low acceleration. So I wanted to avoid tracks like Sakura, which have those inclines, places to lose a lot of speed and need the acceleration. So I ended up with Santorini as well as the Bunker for NY54. I could see NY54 being pulled out on potentially like Toy Tanic 2 as well, if you want to do that. But anyways, Bertha Ballin, I just kind of defaulted with whatever tracks I didn't choose. So that's kind of my rundown on what I would have chosen. If any of y'all want to submit your own lists of what you think the cars should be, or how you would race this, feel free to do so in the chat, of course, of course. But welcome in. We've got some more people hopping in. We got Scandar. We got Saluto I Cajoni. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'll go ahead and do a quick prediction. Unless Santi wants to handle it, of course. But I don't know if you know all the player names. Oh, much appreciated, Santi. Alright, so as I'm looking at the names here today, it looks like we got Bimmy in the house, BMMXIV, of course the creator of this event itself, and the creator of many ARM events. Huge shout out to him. We also, Saluto I Cajoni asks, why all this Italian names? Well, it's an Italian event, my friend. I sent you the Discord of the Alias Revolt Master Discord last time we chatted, I do believe. This is basically an Italian community. They do lots of special events, a very tight-knit community. It's honestly a pleasure to be able to bring English coverage for the rest of Revolt for these guys. We've got, as I was saying, of course, we've got Bimmy. We've got Vesosky, aka C, aka Sissio. We've got GG as well. Zambietto, I'm not familiar with. If anyone knows who that is, doesn't immediately come to my mind who that should be. We also, of course, have Etnico. We have Angelo. And, of course, we have Lepopo as well, Mr. Lopesca. Yeah, I don't think this kind of event is invite only. I think you just have to sign up for it, buddy. So you should definitely be able to get into it. Santi asks, what amount of players is going to play today? That's a good question. I think we're definitely below 10. I could actually just... I don't know if I'm allowed to link this or not. The Google Docs sheet. I would assume so. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it, and if I get in trouble, then I apologize, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can share this. It's just the Google Doc page. You can follow along at home, see upcoming events, and see the overall scores as well, etc. As for the overall scores, we've got Vasovsky here with 137 points after 2 weeks. You might think, wow, that's a lot of points, but actually it's not that much, because we got GG, who played out of his mind. He actually won last week, and he's got 133 points, so they are neck and neck. It does look like we're loaded into the first one, but I do want to give a quick shout out to Lopesca, who has the bronze at 115. Wow. Is this a warm-up? Oh, starting now. Okay, my bad. I was looking at the Google Doc. So I guess we just, like, completely missed track 1, but it happens. We do have Etnico leading the race, with Angelo out in second. A little bit of a fight once we get further into third, but Vasosky driving with a wreck on the Bertha. We have the NY54 in here as well, but he pops a battery. Is he going to be... Wow. I kind of expected him to just spin out. Lopesca doing a good job here. But he fails the diagonal. Vasowski does blow up with the bomb. The Bope, the bee. It's the bee. It is the bee, is the last player who joined up. Alright, and it is going to be our Bertha Ballins finishing out in the top 2. Vasowski here in 3rd. Oh, bit of chaos. Honestly, the NY54 did incredibly well for himself. Considering you're usually just trying to get rid of the NY54, I feel like, out of this car pool that you got. NY54 able to grab a 5th place, which is pretty decent. Thank you, Santi. Alright, so we're going to have a lot of people knocking out half of their Bertha Ballins there with that. Next track is going to be Toy World 1. As we head over to Toy World 1, we give people a chance to swap their cars. And my suggestion was that Evil Weasel would be a great choice here. We got a lot of straightaways. We do have that very tricky turn at the very start, but that should be able to be diagonaled pretty effectively by Evil Weasel. I think that this is kind of a pristine Evil Weasel moment here. We have a lot of people opting for R6 Turbo instead, which I can see, but you're going to be at top speed a lot of the times on this track. I think I don't love the R6 Turbo. I don't hate it. Let's see how the Evil Weasels can perform here, though. We got Bimmy and Vasowski going with that. Oh no, very unfortunate first turn for both of the Evil Weasels. Oh no. With the acceleration of the R6 Turbo, they're able to break away for the time being. Of course, important to keep in mind, pickups are on the menu here. Star comes out. Unclear who got that. It wasn't our front 3 though, as they've got rockets trained on each other. Lopesco with the patience here. He doesn't even cycle for a new pickup. He's just going to continue keeping the rockets here. Oil. He's just going to go by. He doesn't want warfare here. He's happy with first. He's happy with second. He doesn't want to start any kind of chaos. Landing issues for both cars. I'm not surprised to see issues for the Panga, but I certainly am... I guess not too excited, not too surprised to see R6 Turbo having some issues there as well. But the rockets will finally be shut off, and 3 positions are lost just like that. We got the B out in second place, doing quite well for himself, but he runs right into the bowling ball. Rockets in response, and he hits his own car while flipping the NY54, which is alright. Here's Bimmy finally breaking into the top 3 with the Evil Weasel on the final lap. A very nice 45-meter lead for Lopepe here. Oh no, he gets stuck at the bottom. Gonna lose a lot of speed off of that. Wow, nice pass by Etnico over to the B. Is the B gonna be able to hold on to 4th? We'll certainly see. There's Lopesco finishing it up. No, the B is falling back. Poor B, poor B. Let's see the bounces here at the end. Alright, nothing too crazy. I know I'm kind of all over the place, y'all, but this is a lot more chaos than what we're used to. So there will be a little bit of bouncing around, trying to make sure we catch all the action. Very unfortunate jump for Bertha Ballin to handle, but alas. And the Evil Weasels definitely did not perform to my expectations. making me question myself as far as my strategic capabilities. The R6 Turbo came in clutch, but the thing is, folks, I think the R6 Turbo is going to be clutch on pretty much any track that you put it on besides Titanic 2. And we have the multiplayer game terminated. I guess I'll try to reconnect in case it's just me. Trying to find my keys. I use a 55% keyboard, which is not the, it's definitely not the best for Revolt. All right, and it does look like we're having some net issues. Alright, and we are back. That was a quickie. Go ahead and pull up our notepad. Next track is going to be Santorini. And my pick was NY54, but honestly, I'm starting to heavily doubt the NY. I think the NY54 is probably the worst car that we could choose here because it's very narrow. We've had a lot of drivers when we've done a marathon race on Santorini. It's felt like Monaco, which obviously with pickups on, you don't really want to be sitting a very low acceleration car into a pickups on Monaco race. So I'm starting to kind of doubt NY54, but we have Bimmy going with the NY54. We have a couple people choosing it. See how it works out for them. I mean, you're going to have to play the NY54 at some point. Even if you don't like it. Oh, no. Oh, no. The breakaway on the Panga, that would have been incredible. Panga with the top speed out of anyone here. If he just could have held on, that would have been a serious breakaway moment. But even if he did, maybe Rockets, maybe Shockwave. But let's see the bridge section here. Beautiful double Shockwave, taking down our front two players. And we have a complete redivision of the board here. Battery from NY54, but he gets past the bomb. Going to try to pass it over to Vesosky, which he'll be able to do. Gets a new pickup for himself as he waits for Vesosky to blow up the water balloons, and those pickups hitting the... If NY54 could have escaped, it would have been the most beautiful thing in the world, but with him not able to escape, this low acceleration is going to come back to bite him anytime he gets hit with a pickup. But the battery is there. Vesosky gets blasted forward by some water balloons, however, and he doesn't wreck. And then Bimmy gets the bomby. Not the best situation here for the NY54. Coming so close, yes, so far, to breaking away as he runs into the corner. And then he tries to shock Vesosky, but it doesn't work. And then he wrecks, and he's going to zap the Bertha Ballin a couple times. Fortunately, Bertha Ballin did have that moment of immunity. Another wreck zap comes out from Bimmy here. He's going to try... No, he's not even going to grab that Penga player. He doesn't even care about him. So we do have Vesosky here with the Evil Weasel out in the lead. Bertha Ballin being driven by Gigi, who, yes, is in second place overall. Had an insane performance last week. Won the session last week. We got Panga TC driven by Etnico. NY54 is still hanging in there. If you get top 4 with NY54, you can't be too upset. But it was looking like a potential first place for that NY54, which does sting a bit. Trying to get around, can't get around. Evil Weasel caught up in the trap. Hold on. Angelo not going to be able to catch, unfortunately, for him. But hold on. Now it's the Bee's chance. With the battery up, he's going to do it. No way. Angelo. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, welcome in, TT. Welcome in any new joiners here who didn't catch the pre-show. Basically, this is a class strategy session. So, everybody is going to be using stock advanced cars. NY54, Evil Weasel, Bertha Ballin, other ones, the other two as well. We're going to be racing on 10 tracks, so you got to race each one twice. And, wow, we see everyone swapping to NY54. The next track is going to be Botanic. No. It is going to be Supermarket 2. Everyone wants to go NY54 on Supermarket 2. Now, this is kind of crazy to me because I thought the ice section was going to be absolute hell for the NY54. But these drivers seem to think it's going to be no problem. They can go ahead and get their NY54 out of the way. It's certainly not the strategy that I had in mind, but it's one that could be very effective, absolutely. We do have a couple people breaking away from the pack, but they're few and far between. And the NY54 seems to be doing perfectly fine through that sequence. So we'll absolutely give a shout out to the NY54 players here. Good choice for sure. The B out in third place. He lays in oil. All those NY54 players going to be able to dodge that one. And we've got Vasowski leading the way in the NY54. This guy is definitely poised to win the session. Overall, has had a very good day today so far. And look at that. It really is so effective at it. The double oil, though, that's going to cut everybody off. And I like that Edico is already lined up here on the outside since he had popped the battery. So those oils actually not going to affect him too much. We do have the showdown here, though, as players going to have to drive on the outside. And this is really where the rear-wheel drive and also just the general unpredictable driving of the NY54 is going to seriously come into play. Unfortunately for Vasowski, he was not able to break away from the pack like it seemed like he might be able to. And now we got Lopezka challenging him. Beautiful ricochet rocket attempt by Vasowski. Lopezka has to dodge into the center aisle to avoid that, right into a fake. He does get to flip his car to a pretty decent spot, but having to drive on the outside will allow Angelo to slide right on by and nab up the second place. Nice one by Angelo. It looked like his race was going completely into the garbage bin, but it works out for him. And I think, did we have GG sliding into third? Yes, we did. Nice move by GG sliding in there on the right, getting that third place locked in. So as you can see, this NY54 pick was pretty hit or miss. If you get stuck out here, you're pretty much done. And that's where I was very hesitant when I saw this car being selected for this track. Because when you do, for example, rain tracks, if you try to do a rain track, like for example, Jimson Weeds in reverse or Tropical Raceway in reverse, this car is completely undrivable, essentially. So I thought the unexpected terrain was going to throw these NY54s off guard. But for the most part, when they're able to keep on their ideal path, it worked out perfectly for them. So nice little strategy there. Now, as far as how much racing we have left, honestly, we're about halfway through already. I mean, I told y'all I do have a bit of a cold. So it's not like I would have been upset if we had a longer session, but this is going to be a short and sweet session, it appears. We are headed to Botanical Gardens. Botanical Gardens singular. And my pick was Bertha Ballin here for this one. I felt like, the wideness factor doesn't hurt it too much. Just a really solid all-arounder for this short and sweet track. Bimmy had the same idea, But it looks like, as far as everyone else, they're all over the place. We got 2 R6s, 2 Penga TCs, 2 NY54s, and an Evil Weasel joining us as well. NY54s certainly seem to work out well on that short and sweet supermarket too, so if it worked out here as well, I wouldn't be too surprised. This is definitely more of a technical track. We've got hills, we got jumps, all sorts of stuff. A trio, different car, beautiful. Well, it was a beautiful fake attempt, but Vasosky just doesn't get hit by it. And then the barrel roll from the Shockwave is perfectly fine for him as well. Another Shockwave comes out. A couple cars get flipped, but nothing too major. For the most part, people having completely fine recoveries. And look at Zamieto here. He's been struggling early on in earlier races, but with the R6 Turbo here on Botanical Gardens, he's tearing it up for the time being, trying to get traction after that incline turn. Going to drop a bomb, or a ball rather. And as you can see, we're already halfway through Botanical Garden. The GG going to be able to nab up some drivers with that zap very easily and get a nice 20-meter lead for himself. Penga TC, not the most reliable car, but I think for the purposes of Botanical Garden, this should be completely fine. As long as he avoids the oils, avoids the fakes, he should be pretty well poised for a win here. Bimmy, basically the only player who can try to challenge him, 30 meters away and falling. Wow, the flip not working at all for that Bertha Ballin. The jumps do not treat Bertha Ballin well. That was an oversight of mine, for sure. The jumps do not treat Bertha Ballin very well. We've got Lopezka trying to get his revenge on Bimmy. He will get it, but it's very momentary as the Bertha Ballin just slides through with the zap, grabbing everybody. Rockets are ready to go. Shooting at a very awkward time, though, into the zap, which forces Lopezka to do a 180. Vasosky going to try to sneak by. Oh, Bimmy can't make the jump because the star. Oh my god, he's going to get around all three and he locks in second place. No way. Bimmy still finding second place with the Bertha. I have no idea what happened in at the end there. I do know we have some players saying some pretty serious insults, I think, and then Bimmy clearing the chat immediately. But regardless, that is actually going to be Lopezka. He still finishes up in third. He beat out Vasosky, I believe, thanks to the pickup trading there. Alright, so far my picks have really not been suitable for the tracks, but if we continue on, for Sakura, I picked Penga TC for this one. I really shied away from something like NY54 because of all the technical areas and the stuff you have to climb up, which is going to lose a lot of speed. I see we have an Evil Weasel. I like that pick. The reason why I shied away from Evil Weasel is because of the very start of the track is a very challenging area for Evil Weasel. We have absolutely no one going with my pick of Penga TC. Everyone opts for the R6 Turbo, which is fine, I suppose. There is a very large top speed section in Sakura. It honestly makes up a good, 30% of the track maybe? Maybe that's an oversight. Maybe that's an overshoot, rather. With that, but I would have expected Penga TC to be a pretty good choice here. No one agrees with me. We've got a couple Bertha Ballins here, but mostly the R6 Turbo, and I can't say I disagree with it too much. Of course, there, like I said, the technical parts at the start, a smaller frame, I guess, to try to dodge other people. I don't know how valuable that is. It's got great top speed as well. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it only has good. It's not like it only has good acceleration and bad top speed. Its top speed is perfectly fine as well. So I don't know if the poll has been closed yet or not, but let's go ahead and close that prediction if we haven't. And it's already closed. Thank you very much. So we're currently waiting for the B, and then we will be headed into Sakura, which pretty much marks the halfway point. Now, if you want to continue choosing what cars you would choose for each track at home, I'll go ahead and pull back up the notepad. You can just ignore my choices, and you can look at the tracks. The remaining tracks are Sakura, Jailhouse Rock, The Bunker, Toys in the Hood 2, and Toy Titanic 2. Let me know in the chat if you like my picks, if you hate my picks, what you would pick instead, or, you know, just play along at home and enjoy it in the comfort of your own home. But with the B returning, it does look like we're going to head to Sakura. This is not a great place to get the Evil Weasel pole pause with all of these R6 turbos right behind you, but he makes it work. Oh, but he gets crowded out to the back. The Bertha Ballin blocking everybody, but out comes the pickups. Vasowski, the first soldier to fall to the rockets. We've got Etnico as well as GG doing well for themselves, but an unfortunate bomb for GG. He's going to be able to wallbang off the railing pretty damn effectively. Nice execution by GG. He blows up in the air, but he blows up at the end of it. Oh, which puts him in a really awkward spot. He recovers decently. Vasowski gets zapped in the corner. He's going to have to repo. Terrible race for Vasowski here so far. Very unlucky. Everyone targeting him with the pickups. Etnico breaks away early on with Lopesca chasing in that Bertha Ballin. Let's see what pickup he gets. Does he get something he can use now? Maybe he gets an oil or a fake that he can set up with. There's the oil. And now we're going to watch from the other player's perspective. See who hits this oil. GG into the oil after he zaps. And he's still got the zap up. Vasowski sent into the corner yet again. But for the most part, everyone else not too impacted by that oil. Oh my goodness, look at that. The oncoming driving to try and pass over that bomb. Bimmy can't pass it over. Oh man. Into another oil. He will be able to drive around that one. The rockets come out. Able to make two connections. Oh my god. And that is obviously the huge downside of R6 Turbos. It's such a light car. So you get hit by a rocket, you fly into outer space, quite literally. So we do have Etnico and Lopesca still continue to duke it out for first, second, but they're pretty far away from each other. We'll check out this battle for third. Evil Weasel holding on for the time being. Nice ricochet rocket into the pickup cycle. Bimmy almost getting caught up. Oh, and the fake into the water. GG continues unimpacted by that rocket. And they continue on. The fake pickup. Double fake pickup. Oh my god. Everybody's going to blow up except for Vasowski. Very nice driving from Vasowski. Quick, adaptive driving out of him. And now we've got the big advantage for the R6, which is that he can whip it up that incline area so quick. Whereas Evil Weasel has to absolutely take his time. He even gets a bomb. And up! Rocket taking a dip in the pond. The battle for third place is still very much on. Let's check out for a second. No, they got about 50 meters away from each other. This battery, is there any way for GG to shut this down? No, it's not. And he just has to watch as Vasowski maneuvers perfectly with that battery. 30-meter advantage on GG. We've got Bimmy trying to get in there, but Angelo keeping him honest in the Bertha Ballin as well. That scary fake. Oh, Angelo actually hits it into the star, and it was the B with the star. But he's not going to be able to catch anyone with that. Angelo's just going to be having a good time. And there they go, finishing it up. Vendetta says, it's a good strat to keep the balance. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Or are you talking about R6? Were you talking about my Panga TC choice or the R6 choice? If you're talking about R6 being a balanced choice, I think you're absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, it gets hit hard by the pickups, but this Sakura track is a great blend of top speed as well as complex areas that need proper steering as well as good acceleration. So I do think, in hindsight, R6 is a great choice. The oddballs were able to find their way in, though. We had the Evil Weasel. Let's see, where did the Evil Weasel finish up? Evil Weasel was able to find 4th, but it was looking like he might be able to do 3rd. He just lost the duel with Vasovsky. Can you really blame him for losing a duel with Vasovsky? He's certainly not the first. We had Lopeska getting 2nd with Bertha Ballin as well, so good job by him as well. Alright, for the next one, we've got Jailhouse Rock. And for Jailhouse Rock, my pick was R6 Turbo. You have Vasovsky and Bimmy agreeing with me. Some Bertha Ballin picks. I guess Lopeska is doing both of his Bertha Ballin picks back to back. We got some Panga TCs in the mix as well. We'll see how well those work out. We've also got a number of jumps here at Jailhouse Rock, and I'm curious how the Bertha Ballin's going to do with those. Specifically, the drop that's about to happen right now. We have the halt. Or the alt, rather. The B, not going to listen. He's just going to keep driving. After the alt was called. Wait, what's going on? I think we had a player who lost connection. Is what happened. I'll keep commentating as if the match isn't getting restarted, though, just in case it's not. Got the Pega TC drivers being challenged by the R6 as well. No one goes for the star, at least none of the top few that we saw. GG, unfortunate situation there. The B, perfect recovery from the shockwave, gets bailed out big time there. You see Pega TC does have a bit of an issue with handling, for sure. Taking wide turns. And let's see if those Pega TCs can do as well this time around as they did the first time around, as we do get the track restart. Pega TCs. Oh, the oil. Oh my god. The zap as well. Angelo. Basically the only person dodging the oil and the zap, but then he wrecks down below. And, you know, Jailhouse Rock is a very finicky track. Something like R6 Turbo is going to be much more stable. Bertha Ballin as well. Whereas with the Panga TC, you can very easily get caught up in those side railings when you drop down into the sewers. We do have a beautiful 60-meter lead for GG. Whoa, Lopeska takes a dip. Let's see, anybody hit by the oil? The B. That, the pause of the restart, not helping the B at all. 100-meter lead for GG. Let's see as he drops down, though. He needs to play it safe through this area. I love the initial deceleration moment that he had there. He could even decelerate a bit more through here. But yeah, he's good to go. Very nice execution by GG. You got to hand it to this guy. He is very, very good with his stock cars, popping off. Vasowski here as well. I mean, it goes without saying, the man is a Revolt Master, but he's being put to the test by GG. Very impressive to see. This group of 3 fighting for 3rd place, 2 Berthas and an R6. Water balloon attempt. Oh, a little ricochet water balloon. Perfectly planned by Lopesca, I'm sure. And he almost dips into the water a second time on this track with the Bertha. Oh, then what is that pit maneuver onto Bimmy? He almost fell into the water. He was pissed off. He found somebody to take his anger out on. And unfortunately was that poor little R6 who was just trying to live his life. Just have a normal ass day. That's all that the R6 was trying to do. Just have a normal ass day. And R6 comes in, or the Bertha comes in. And now they're fighting at it again. Does Bimmy get his revenge here? No, absolutely not. R6 is much more forgiving car than Panga, but you have to drive it somewhat on the road for it to be forgiving. If you just completely off-road it and drive all over the place, it won't quite be as forgiving. GG does get that massive first place lock-in by a huge margin. Vasowski in second. Big Oil, but he's not being challenged by anyone. Wow. Whoa, Bimmy with the recovery. Can he get around the oil? 2 wheels in. Oh my god. Bimmy finds 4th place. You got to hand it to him. Nice driving there at the tail end of that one. Able to beat out Lopesca. Okay. And on to the next one we go. We have 3 tracks left. We're headed to the bunker. Toys in the Hood 2 after that. Titanic 2, and we're done. My pick was NY54 for this one here, as we head to the bunker. But, I mean, there's a lot of very tricky oils through here, which means acceleration could be pretty valuable. This just isn't the place where I would run one of my R6s. I just don't feel like the bunker is really where the R6 can shine. Lopesca is going to show it off here. I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table with it. It's not a bad car here, but you only get to drive R6 twice. So I feel like I would be able to find other places where it shines a bit more. Comparatively. Or another way to look at it would be, you know, cars like Panga TC or NY54 shining less on other tracks. This is a pretty decent NY54 track. You're going to be getting a lot of top speed. I guess. Maybe not. Maybe this is a horrible NY54 pick. We'll see. GG certainly gets bailed out early on. Into the Star with a 180 on the Star. And he's got a bomb. It's going to be a very short-lived pole position. He's just going to drive up top. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Look at GG go. And then he gets zapped. Wow. Punishment. Absolute punishment. Etnico runs into the little traffic cones. A beautiful shockwave to grab the front leaders. And our NY54 will be leading after 1 lap. Look at Bimmy with the top speed, just sliding on by. Into the crevice we go. Perhaps some oils. Oh man, huge rocket hit. Complete resound to Edico. Into the battery. Through this area. Yeah, trying to go through 2 traffic cones with the battery up. Not the most bestest decision, but he does try it, and he gets a pickup for his efforts. Now he's got Etnico? Do we know this track? How many people know the bunker? Show of hands. How many people know the bunker? Raise your hand if you know the bunker. I think Bimmy knows the bunker, but he made the track pool. I don't know how many other people actually are familiar with the bunker here. It seems like everybody's struggling. I mean, the mistake after mistake happening, no offense, from Etnico here. And none of the other, like, the Evil Weasel, the Peng at CC, nobody can catch them. Nobody can catch him. I mean, in my mind, this should be a pretty straightforward track, but it's giving some serious issues to some of these drivers. Vasosky does manage to get a top 3 out of this. And with the bomb exploding, it explodes a little bit late. No, he's going to snag second. Look at that. He grabs it. He grabs second place off the back of that bomb. No time to respond for Enico. Enico will still be able to lock in third. But there's the Pink at CC putting in some work for Vasosky. And you know what? I think Vasosky is just going to win this session. I know that's not a hot take, but we've been seeing some really good performance. It hasn't been like first place across the board, which is something that happens sometimes with Vasosky. But it's just been really solid, top 3 finishes, very consistently. So, we've got 2 tracks left here. We've got Toys in the Hood 2, and we got Toy Titanic 2. Evil Weasel immediately coming out in full force for Toys in the Hood 2. Can't say I disagree with it at all. Toys in the Hood 2 is actually quite a technical track, but it's not technical in the sense that there are very narrow very severe turns. That's just not really the way that the complexity is going to test you. So I really like the Evil Weasel Legion coming out here. I don't know if Angelo has any more Evil Weasel picks available, so he might have to swap over. We got Bimmy on the Panga. We got Enico we got Vasosky on Bertha Ballin here, as well as the B. But everyone else is going to be rocking the Evil Weasel. Oh, Angela with the switch over to R6. Hey, I can't say I'm too upset about it. This is actually another very important moment, a very important feature of Strategy Session. You don't have to completely prepare you can have a prepared car list, and then you can deviate from that. Like, if you feel like you have a chance to grab first place, if you play R6 and everyone else isn't playing R6, that is a completely valid wrinkle in this kind of the layers of the strategy session. So I quite respect an R6 pick here. In my opinion, the best car offered out of the pool of 5. So if you're going to pull it out, have it as a secret weapon when no one else is using it, I think that's a sick idea. Angelo is going to be able to zap everybody. Of course, he gets hit by pickups himself. So he is just going to be in third place. But look at the Evil Weasel actually quite struggling in the grass. Let's see the grass attempt with the Panga. Slows it way down, but misses the jump. And yeah, I would have loved to see when it was pretty clear that he was going to miss the jump, I would love to see him just run it over to the left and not even deal with that bridge at all. But he tries it. It doesn't work out. He's still in the lead. GG with a beautiful battery pop and an even more beautiful oil there. Perfect positioning for Vasosky. It's going to set him up for second place. With first in his sight, triple ricochet rocket will hit Vasosky. Absolute beautiful attack with the water balloon, flipping Vasosky the other way. There is definitely some dogpiling here on Vasosky, but I can't say I blame it. I mean, if somebody is consistently bringing home those first place wins, take him down a peg. But look at this Panga. Oh, look at the Bertha. Where is the control? He continues running into the wall. This is subpar. This does not meet expectations for me so far. I know this is a tough area, but come on here with the Bertha Ballin. Let's get it locked in there. That was every moment in the world to be able to move into first. Now it's going to be Bimmy, 70 meters out in the lead. We got Lopesca here on lap 3 as well, of course, out in second place. Being challenged by Etnico, fellow Evil Weasel. Rocket comes out. Perfect timing for Lopesca. Bye-bye, Etnico. But here's the Rocket response, ready to go right when he goes into the grass. No, he's going to send it early. He gets nothing for it. Bowling ball as well. GG not going to hit that. But let's see the jump. Bertha ball in. Yeah, that's what I was expecting to see. And Vasovsky does manage to lock it in the second time around. Locks in second place as well. Lopeska finds third. Hold on. Look at GG. Just completely stealing. Daylight robbery of fourth place right there. The B going to be finishing up in seventh. And we've also got Zammy as well, of course, with that Evil Weasel. And, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I left that page up on the right-hand side. You know, it's a one-man show here. I do the best I can. But regardless, we've got one track left. It is going to be Titanic 2. And and my pick is the Penga TC. It is the top speed car out of all these options. It is, I believe, 1 kph faster than the other options. Maybe mph even. mph, yes, it is 1 mph faster than the competition. 37 miles per hour. Everything else only driving 35 or 36. So for Titanic 2, pretty straightforward decision, at least to me, to rock that Penga TC. We've got a couple of people going for it. Some people going for the R6 here, which in my opinion, this is the antithesis of the time that you would want to use one of your R6s. But irregardless, away we go. Let's see how it plays out. Oh my goodness. The B playing hardball from the very beginning. We got the pickups coming out. Vasovsky. I feel like Vasovsky has used Bertha Ball in like 18 times in today's session, but I promise it is only the second time. Who is going to be able to grab the star? I don't know if anybody grabbed it. Early lead for the Bertha Ballin, but at a speed disadvantage. Of course, the Bertha Ballin with that very heavy weight, the star will actually help the Bertha Ballin a little bit compared to the other cars. Bomb from Bimmy, but an easy barrel roll for the Penga TC. Vasovsky cycles into another pickup. It's an oil. It doesn't hit, but he's just going to be using that to cycle even further. Rocket's ready to go. Vasovsky slows it down. Oh, the bowling ball attempt was beautiful, but it misses both Bimmy and Angelo. Rockets continue to wait, but there's the fake. Oh, the beautiful rocket, though. It hits Vasovsky. Vasovsky has to flip. Double zap from Angelo, but not clean on the exit, and he gets respawn zapped by Bimmy. Now, Bimmy with the 40-meter breakaway. There's going to need to be a battery or something. Otherwise, I think Bimmy is just straight up locked down first place. We got Lopeska driving in reverse, gets a new pickup, maybe a little shockwave action. Oh, nice little recovery there by Lopeska. 42-meter lead here for Bimmy as he approaches lap 3. There's a battery, and going to be able to steady himself out using the wall as well. Nice execution by Angelo. And now we got a Penga TC duel to the death here on lap 3 of Titanic 2. Is it going to be Angelo? Is it going to be Bimmy? I mean, I haven't given much vocal coverage to Bimmy, but I gotta say, man's been playing out of his mind. He's also very consistently been in the top 3 of all these races, so he could even win today's session as well. But also, Angelo has been making some noise as well. You gotta hand it to Angelo. He's had a great recipe for success. The question is, will he be able to finish it out on Titanic? Unfortunate bomb roll into the zap from Etnico. Very rude behavior from him, but we'll allow it. Into the battery from Poposki here, as he will be locking down that second place in the Bertha Ballin. Etnico in third. Angelo trying to find fourth, but he's going to have it stolen right out from under his nose once again by Lopeska. GG and the B dueling out. Wait. I was curious. Sometimes you can actually clip through the lower wall and you can end up on the second level when you blow up like that. So I was trying to get the camera coverage on the B, but it didn't seem like anything crazy like that happened. And we do have Zamieto finishing up as well. And with that, I do believe it is going to be GG's. Vasashi says, honk, stop howling my runs. My apologies. My apologies with that one. My apologies with that one. So I do believe we'll have the points totaled here. I'll go ahead and wait while we oh Vasashi says I thought you said I won't let you go. But I think he said I won. Let you go. But I think Vasashi did win. All right, so let's go ahead and I guess we'll wait to get those points tallied up. Like I said at the start of the session, I am quite under the weather, so that's going to be enough vocal cord exercising for me for the rest of the day. So I will just kind of go ahead and go AFK here while we wait for the results to be tallied. And then we will let y'all know who won this session, who is in the lead points-wise. As we finish up week 3, we've still got semi-pros to race. We've still got pros to race as well. We'll probably have semi-pros in about 2 weeks, and then pros about 2 weeks after that. So yeah, keep your eyes and ears open. And we'll be on pause here until we get the results. GG's, much love. Thanks for having me.
Hello.
Alrighty. We are back, everybody. Welcome back. We do have our points totals ready to look at here. I'm going to go ahead and get them pulled up. Make sure that everything looks good. I swear, I always have to redo the... I don't know what I was thinking with last time's cropping. That was some crazy cropping on my end. I don't know what I was doing. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully this shows properly. Okay. So this is just the informational tab. We are going to go over to the results tab in just a moment, but as you can see, first place will award you 9 points. Second place will get you 8. Oh wait, is this, I think this is per race, right? I think this is per race. But regardless, without further ado, let's see who won our race today, as well as who is the overall leader in the points after 3 weeks. Keep in mind, we got 2 weeks left, so we're already past the halfway point with the conclusion of today. It is going to be, of course, Vasowski with the win in today's session. As you can see, he didn't get that many first places, but he got a hell of a lot of second places. He got a couple thirds. Only had one poor performance, which was a singular fifth place. Huge, terrible moment for Vasovsky. And he's going to be head and shoulders above the rest of the competition. Really solid, consistent round for him today. Recovering from his loss against GG with the amateur class. And as you can see in the overall points, that is also going to separate him quite a bit from the competition as well. We also have, by the way, Lopeska moving up into third place. I don't think he was occupying third place at the end of last week. But maybe he was. Regardless, we've got our top three is going to be Vasovsky, GG, and Lopeska. GG got fourth place this week. By the way, got fourth place. Look at this. Look at the points here. 46 points is Bimmy in second place. 44 is Etnico in third. And 43 is both GG and Lopeska. But since GG got 2 first place finishes and Lopeska only got 1, it is going to be GG coming in 4th, Lopeska in 5th for today. Wow. So, that is insane how close it was for second place. Bimmy was kind of all over the map. You can see he had 2 6th places. He had a couple 4th places, 3 4th places. But then the last 3 races, all 3 in a row, comes in first place on all 3 of them. And if he didn't get all 3 of those first, he probably would not have gotten second place. The points were that close. Really well done. Way to finish it out strong for Bimmy. We kind of had a flip situation for GG, where he did quite well a bit earlier on. Got 2 first places about midway through, but finishing it up with a 6, a 4th, and a 6th, unfortunately did drop him in the standings a bit points-wise. And yeah, it's really, I mean, you might have noticed during the race, I wasn't talking very much about the overall standings. I was pretty confident that Vasovsky was doing very well. But as far as everyone else, it was really hard to pinpoint who was leading, who was not, because it was a hyper-competitive battle for second place. I mean, we only had, I believe, 8 people show up today, and 4 people were within 3 points of second place. That's absolutely crazy. Really big competition happening for that second place. Congratulations to Bimmy to be able to nab up that second place. Etnico, 1 point in the lead for the third. And I mean, Etnico, you know, he was the champion of third places here today. He had a 7th, 2 6s, 2 firsts, but then every other race was finished out in third place. Unfortunately for him, he is not going to be able to end up in third place. He's going to be 1 point behind third place, because you can see even with the overall standings, 1 point separates third and fourth. 1 more point separates fourth and fifth. So, I mean, the competition, we may be past the halfway point in this, but we are nowhere close to simmering down, because these points have come to a head. Somebody is going to have to break away in these final 2 sessions, as we have semi-pro and pro sessions waiting for us in the coming weeks. It's been a pleasure to be able to bring you all this coverage. I did see Santi went ahead and handled our prediction outcomes. Let me go ahead and review. With 29% of the points, it was Bimmy taking it home. 2 people betting on Bimmy. One of those being, Vasovsky, not Bimmy, Vasovsky. One of those people being Kippy, who took home quite a lot of channel points. A lot of points being put on Lopeska by Lopeska himself, I assume. No! Not by Vendetta, aka V, putting 4.5 thousand points on Le Pope Francis, aka Lopesca. Wow. Okay, well, it was a pleasure to be able to bring all this. Um, as I said, my vocal cords are done for the day, so I am going to be taking a rest here immediately. But it's been a pleasure, as always, to give you all more Revolt content. One more quick announcement. We do have Santi's Battle Tag Tournament on the way. I believe he said it's going to be starting in May. Don't quote me on that, but it should be starting here soon. And this is a format that I don't think the Revolt United channel has ever seen. A tournament, but it's Battle Tag. I'm definitely excited to be able to cover it. The 9th of May. Thank you, Santi. We are going to officially have Battle Tag Tournament beginning. And I am, personally, I'm a huge lover of Battle Tag. Obviously, this is a racing game, so you expect racing to be at the forefront. But I think that Battle Tag was such a well-implemented kind of separate game type by Acclaim. The multi-hopping off of walls and all of that sort of multi-jump sort of shenanigans adds such a layer of complexity to the game type. And I'm really excited to see who can win the Battle Tag Tournament. We've got a couple of people who are really experts in the field of Battle Tag, and I am very excited to see them show off their skills across a variety of tracks that Battle Tag has to offer. So that's going to be it from me. Be sure to continue tuning in to hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Be sure to continue into Gioco delle Classi, aka the Classes series, as we have semi-pros and pros coming up. And of course, on the 9th of May, we will be kicking off the Battle Tag Tournament. Be sure to be there for that as well. Much love to y'all, and peace out. See you next time.